let's, for example, if they come in and apply for Medicaid, and we believe, and they can even say they're not a citizen, but we have to give them 90 days, approve the case, give them 90 days to prove that they're not a citizen or a citizen. And if they never come back, they've gotten their 90 days, and then they can wait a few months, come back in, and we do the whole process over again.
So so they're covered during that 90-day waiting
Yes,
period.
they're
So
covered.
and so then after the fact, you can find out they aren't illegal, they aren't entitled to it or whatever, and they can just kind of walk away, and they're never responsible for repaying that, or for they're never responsible for it at all, and they can essentially come in a couple weeks later and re-sign up for it. It's a continual 90-day
Right.
extension.
So they're covered,
Yeah.
no matter how they, yeah.
They're essentially covered. They just have to make a trip in every 3 months to make
Right,
sure they are
right.
covered, but it's still coverage.
It's still
and it's
coverage.
still free, and it's still from the United States government for illegal immigrants.
Right. Then after the birth of the child, we will get applications from the hospital to send to our capital to get this approved. And I have yet to have an application that wasn't approved for a pregnant illegal alien. And no matter how long, I had one that the child was almost a year old, and we still paid for it, which that surprised me, because when we mailed it, when we had to send it into the Capitol, we didn't believe it would be approved, but it was. It was, of course, $5,300. A gentleman came in, spoke broken English. He had a Social Security card with a name on it, and then he had a driver's license with a name on it. And I don't know if someone forgot to inform him, but he told me that was not him, neither one of them. And all I was able to do was tell him, you're not eligible for any, food stamps or anything. That's where it stopped. And
So
he left the office and went on his merry way.
and so he was essentially committing
Uh-huh.
a federal fraud,
Exactly.
and you were legally binded from being able to report that fraud.
Right. I feel like I'm doing things that are illegal, especially since we've been told that we know someone is illegal and we can't do anything about it because of confidentiality. I just can't believe that that's not true, that we can do something. And we're making a society that's going to be dependent on the U.S., and we have citizens to take care of now.
Would you say the government makes it difficult for you to do your job effectively because of all the laws and red tape that they have?
Yes, there's a lot of red tape and laws, and it's difficult to find out what's policy, what isn't policy, what is law. It's very confusing with the red tape.
Are you worried at all about the government finding out about you coming forward with this information and what that might have an effect on your job?
A little, yes. Even though the confidentiality is just practically beat in your head when you work for government. It seems like every time you turn around, it's confidentiality, confidentiality. Government offices, I think the people are beat down, so they go along whether they want to or not. They just do. So yes, I'm worried about it.